all those good times slowly fading off behind you. When are you gonna come home? When are you gonna come?
Hello, so today's tutorial is this super casual, natural warrior / death goddess makeup look. I think that's what I'm gonna call it. I think that's the name I think that is gonna be going on for it. But so this is going to be the first in series for the series that I really wanted to do. I mentioned it in my last video. It is the Beauty and Brains video, which is kind of cheesy, but whatever. It's because I like to read a lot. I read a lot of young adult in particular these days. So I thought it would be fun to do makeup looks inspired by books that I really like. And I'll probably also post videos of me just talking about the books. So if you're interested in those, I'll be posting a book review as well. But I won't be doing the makeup tutorial with the book review because it's too much, and I'm already trying to work on making my videos smaller. But anyways, the look that this was inspired by was Sarah J. Maas's A Court of Wings and Ruin. Yes, this is just a desk jacket, but that's because my actual book is downstairs, because I just finished reading it today, and I was like, so many emotions. She's like one of those rare authors that just has the capacity to like fill me with all kinds of emotions and whatnot. But anyways, so I was like, I want to do a makeup look. And I really want to do a video for Throne of Glass, but after finishing this, I was like, ooh, I think it'd be really funny to do like a really intense smoky eye. And I was like, ooh, it could be the main character's makeup look for like battle makeup. And then I was like, ooh, like maybe an Illyrian warrior kind of look. And then it got really, really smoky, and I was doing it, and I was like, I kind of look like I'm going for like a skeleton death goddess look right now. And then I was like, ooh, I want to do bloody lips because there's this epic battle scene. I know I'm overusing the word ooh, but that was how my mind was working. But so anyways, I ended up just playing around, and this is kind of a chimera of death goddess who kills a crap ton of people mixed with intense Illyrian black kind of winged looking smokiness. Realistically, obviously, I know that these characters would not be wearing like full glam beat face makeup while going into this horrendous battle, but wanted to have fun with it. And yeah, I think that's all that I have to say. Let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. So to start things off, we're just going to prime our eyes with the Urban Decay primer. It's not my favorite. I keep on trying to use it in the hopes that I will like it, but I have pretty small hooded eyes, so this constantly creases on me. The black eyeshadow really did crease. I had to keep on applying eyeshadow to where it creased when I used this, so still searching for a new one. But yeah, use whatever you use to set your eyeshadows and then blend it out. Do not set it with a powder though, because we are now going to go in with the black eyeshadow. I'm using the one from the Kat Von D palette and the Real Techniques brush, and we are going to trace the shape of what we want this black to go in. All we're going to be using for this entire look really is a black eyeshadow, and so we are going to simply trace it. Since I'm going for a very big, dramatic, smoky black look, having an outline makes it easier. And once the outline is finished, just go ahead and fill it all in with black. This is when having the powdered or set primer is really going to help, because since you still have that tacky base, as you can see, the black eyeshadow is going to adhere to it a lot more than if you had set your base, whatever you use for it, with a powder. And this is when it's nice to use an actual primer instead of a concealer, because it's really good for helping give that impact of color. Then once we've got that done, to kind of sharpen it, I'm just going to go in really quickly with a makeup wipe and clean up the edges of the eye look, just so that I can get the shape that I really want with it. And then, as you can see, I'm going back in with more black eyeshadow and the same brush that we have been using and just packing it on. I am very gently blending it at the edges with this brush. When I put and placed all the product really on the main part of my lid, I'm maybe like mildly blending it, but not too much. And as you can also see right here, I'm bringing it into the inner corner of the eye. So I'm following the socket of my eye to bring it down. And that's giving a very intense look where the whole eye really gets dark. Now we're gonna start the face, and we're using the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. I feel like this color has gotten a little too dark. It looks like a match for me when I put it on, but this foundation oxidizes quite a bit. And I was looking at pictures that I had taken, and I think it oxidizes a little too much on me. It pulls kind of yellowish, but I'm just spreading it all over my face with a flat brush and then blending it in with a Real Techniques beauty sponge. Let me get flawless death god warrior face on, because warriors have a beat face. And then with this tiny small little blending brush from Eco Tools, it's my favorite blending brush, this is where I'm really going to go in and soften the edges of the eyeshadow look. This isn't obviously a crazy blended look because I really want that black eyeshadow to be super, super intense. But I'm going to take this brush, and I don't have any black eyeshadow. It's a clean brush. There's no product on it. And just in really gentle circular motions, I'm going to blend out the edges just a little bit more. And then we're going to go under the eyes, use the tiniest bit of concealer since it's really pigmented a little bit, goes a long way. Spread it out with a concealer brush, and then blend it away with the sponge once again. And this is where you can also kind of shape and clean up the eyeshadow quite a bit and kind of add definition and brightness to the under eye, even though we're going to darken it later. Then, since we did under the eyes, I like to add just the tiniest bit of foundation to the forehead, nose, and chin, just so that equal areas are brightened up, and blend that as well with the sponge. Now we are going to set a whole face using the Maybelline Fit Me powder and just push that into the whole entire face so that everything is nice and matte and somewhat poreless, and just so that it won't budge. And then under the eye, I'm going in with the pencil brush, and this pencil brush is the one from e.l.f. I really love this for under the eye, and we are taking the black along the whole line of the under eye, and we're going to be smoking it out. Then I'm going in with that brush from Real Techniques, and I'm actually going to ruin the clean line that we created earlier because I'm going to connect the black under our eye with the line of the eyeshadow so that you get a nice straight line instead of the line of the wing and then the curve of the shadow under your eye. So we're going to connect it so it's all one solid shape. When I look back, you can kind of see how there's no difference now. And then going in with the white from the eyeshadow palette that we've been using, this is the only other color we're going to use. I'm going to highlight under the brow bone area, and then I am also going to highlight the inner corner of the eye. Now, see, you can see the creasing that's going on with the eyeshadow, unfortunately. But now when I highlight the inner corner of the eye, I'm putting it directly over the black. This is going to kind of mix it and make, kind of a gray, which black and white will do. But it's still adding a tiny bit of highlight because I wanted to scale the black back just a little bit. So we still have all that depth and everything, but I like the shape that this created more on my eye. Then we are going to tightline with a look this intense. You really need to tightline as well as do your waterline. Use your blackest eye pencil that you have. I am using the black by Marc Jacobs. I really like it quite a bit. It's a true black and it shows up and just goes on very smoothly. Take the black too all over the bottom of the waterline, and when you tightline, make sure that you take it over the whole tightline. So you want to get into the corners of the inner part of your eye as well to really complete this look, to really add that nice finish. You don't want the skin peeking through around your eye. And then one more time, I'm going in with that tiny detail brush that we've been using, because every time we go in and add more black, I like to blend it out, and just this part is a little bit of playing around. You really just have to add more eyeshadow, blend it out, take a step back, look at it, and then when you like it, put on your mascara. And for this, I am just using the mascara that I always use, nothing too terribly exciting. I wouldn't even recommend putting falsies on for this kind of look if you like falsies, because the eyeshadow goes so high and it's such an intense eyeshadow look, you're not gonna see. You're not gonna see it. But we are going to do our brows, which is what I'm doing right now, which equals literally just putting on brow gel. I have been contemplating upping my brow game. I think I might, but not for this look. I like my brows enough as is. Plus, if we're going for this will be the one vicious warrior part we can have. We can have untamed gelled brows, which is a contradiction, but whatever, we're going with it. Then I normally don't contour either, but for this we are going to contour with the Professional, it's the palette from Target, and I ended up using the contour shade from this palette, not the bronze, and I thought it was too muddy for my skin tone. I went ahead and went in it because I just wanted to try using it, and I went in for a very extreme contour. I think it is too warm though for how pale I am, which you can kind of see right now. I mean, it kind of worked. It did give like a nice chiseled jawline, and it was pigmented and very blendable, but it's just too warm for my skin tone, so it is not my favorite color. I don't think it's a good contour color for me. It doesn't have enough cool tone or gray in it to really give that shadow look. And then to finish it all off, I am going to go in with blush. I'm going in with kind of a darker color, and just to give some life back, I'm not putting a lot of it on, but I didn't want a light peachy or pink one. I wanted one that had a bit of a richer red in it, and this is just to put a little bit of life back into my skin, since I wasn't actually trying to look like a death god. But yeah, just a touch to liven the skin up a little bit. And then as you can see, I'm going back in with more black eyeshadow, and yeah, just because it kept on creasing on me. And then since I am a goober, I did not record me doing the lips, but these lips are actually really, really easy to do. All you do is put a dark lipstick. I put Creature just on the very, very inner part of your lip, and then with a lip brush, you just smudge it out, keeping the gradient, so you're just kind of diffusing the line. So you still keep that nice dark redness on the inner part of your lip and get kind of a mild wash of color on the rest of it. And then to get the bloody lip look, I then just put the ColourPop lip gloss over it in the color Sookie. It's like it's not shimmer, I think it's the only one they have right now that's in a dark kind of plum color. But yep, that was it for the lips, and then that is it for the look. We are done. Okie dokie, so that was the tutorial. Simple. The main thing is just blending and patience pants and all that fun things, as Jay Kissa would say. But I hope that you liked this video. And yeah, if you did, please give it a thumbs up. This was kind of the first in a new series for me, so testing the waters and whatnot. I know this is a very intense, dramatic look to be going with as kind of the first in series. But I felt inspired today. That's so cheesy to say, but I really honestly just felt inspired to kind of play around tonight when I got home from work. And so yeah, this is what we got. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Small thing that really helps me out in the long term, short run, all runs. Probably going to be saying that in every video now. But if you really liked it, I hope that you subscribe, and I get to see you in the next video. Have a good day, night, evening, wherever you are, and mwah, goodbye.
When